Welcome back to another episode. Today, it's going to be a little bit political. And honestly, I'm going harder with this Charlie Kirk thing. People shouldn't be getting killed because they have an opinion. Like I said in my Instagram post yesterday, I've gotten threatening emails, messages, comments before on my stuff before as well. And again, my knee-jerk reaction was, again, I'm done with it. I want my artery intact. But the next day or this morning, 24 hours after, I'm realizing that that's probably what they want. They want Americans to silence themselves in fear of that happening to them or us. I don't care if you agree with the man or not. I didn't agree with most of the things that he talked about, and I do think that his rhetoric was terrible. I think it was agenda-based. And I also think the things that he thought, he was simply privileged to have those thoughts. I have my perspective because I have a perspective based on my experiences. He has a perspective based on his experiences, and his experiences are probably more than likely privileged. But again, it shouldn't be killed for a difference of opinion. And I think it is sad that there are some Americans that are happy about this death. That's sad. But I also think it's sad that some are outraged about this, but not all the other stuff that's taking place. Let's talk about it right after this intro.
Only one. Yeah.
All right, so Yedix, Charlie Kirk, this guy essentially gets assassinated because he talks about the faith that he walks in. His faith. Thing that I want to nail down to every American who's given me a chance to talk to him through this wonderful platform called Let Me Reach. If I can just reach on this real quick. Faith. The definition of faith is believing in something that may or may not be there. So you can have faith, and you should have faith in something. I hope you have faith in something. But as soon as you think that your faith trumps their faith or that person's faith, it doesn't. So yes, you can have faith in something, but please understand that it may not be there. Sorry, but that's just a definition. I don't make the rules. Before I get into this, I just want to say, yes, I have unfollowed a lot of people today. And it's not because you showed support for this guy or you mourned this guy. It's because you didn't mourn the other people that you should have mourned. And it tells me and it shows me that you have selective empathy. You only care about people that look like you or remind you of your cousin. You didn't care when the victim looked like my cousin. You didn't care when the victim didn't share your opinions or share your ideas, or y'all wasn't, So yes, I unfollowed a lot of people today. And it's not because, again, they showed support for this situation. It's because they didn't show support for the other situations that I find important as well.
What does Charlie Kirk's assassination reveal about the state of political discourse and division in America today?
I think it shares how mentally ill we are as a society. I think everything is super divisive, and it's not a matter of when you say something, it's a matter of if you say something, because you can't please everybody, and you're going to offend somebody with whatever side you choose. If you go up the middle, you're going to piss off both the right and the left. If you go to the left, obviously you're going to piss off the people to the right. If you go right, obviously you're going to piss off the people to the left. So you just can't be right. And it's like, fuck, you can't be wrong either. I don't know. I just think it's an ugly day to be a truthful, honest human being. Because no matter what you say, you're wrong. It doesn't matter about your perspective, you're wrong. It doesn't matter about your faith, you're wrong. You're wrong to somebody.
Did Kirk's style of activism, confrontational, polarizing, and unapologetic, make him a bigger target in this climate?
I want to say no. There's nothing that should piss somebody off enough to where they're going to go do some shit like that. There's nothing in the world opinion based, talking based, confrontational based, because for the most part, everything that he did was respectful. I saw some of his videos. Again, I didn't agree with 80% of the things that he said, but it was always in a respectful manner. It's just communication, just dialogue, just perspective. Just, I say something, you say something, I say something, you say something. Whoever wins, wins. Whatever. But on that note, like I said, I want to say no, but then again, I got to think about the mental illness in our society. So yes, I think somebody can get pissed off enough and they already have loose screws, and then they're just going to go carry out those screws. So yes, but a lot of it has to do with the mental illness in our society, and the hate, and the lack of critical thinking, and the lack of care, and the lack of resources, and the lack of hope.
Was Kirk genuinely giving young conservatives a platform, or was he more of a political influencer capitalizing on outrage?
I think he was definitely someone who was capitalizing on outrage. He was a person who went to colleges and talked with college students. He didn't go to political activists. He didn't go to political science majors. He didn't go to places to where they actually had facts. He was able to pull up the colleges, just say shit that sounded right to him. Again, he was faith-based. So he was basically just able to out-talk college students, some college students. Now, everything that he posted, he won all of his arguments. If you go see the real videos, the long, full videos, he got demolished on some videos as well. But it just speaks out to where this was his engagement. This is what got him to the place that he wanted. This was what got him his attention. So I think that's blatantly obvious. But I mean, it was a good idea. It worked for him.
Does this assassination silence a voice, or does it amplify his message even more in death?
I doubt his voice is silenced. He speaks on the same thing that a lot of men speak on. Well, take, for instance, the President of the United States. He speaks on the same thing. Essentially, Kirk was a microphone for Trump, which is probably why he got the power that he did, but that's neither here nor there.
Does this mark a turning point in how safe it is for outspoken political personalities, left or right, to appear in public spaces?
I hope not. I think the people who have courage and, are brave enough to go out and just speak, I don't think that's going to ever deter them, because they're called for something bigger than themselves. So hopefully, no, but I could definitely see why someone would take the route to say, I'm not going to do that.
What does this mean for the future of conservative movements? And does Kirk become a martyr figure within that space?
I mean, I guess dying for something that you believe in, sure, you can be a martyr. As far as the conservative movement, I don't think nothing changes. I think, first and foremost, politics is getting dumber and dumber by the day. I'm tired of playing this game. I'm tired of playing with people who only see red. I'm tired of playing with people who only see blue. So how this moves forward, fortunately, I think it stays on the same bullshit path that it's on. Unless the American people want to revolt. I'm waiting. I'm for the people. I'm for the good. It's a good versus evil fight. And as soon as people realize that, we'll be better off. But we're still piddle paddling with bullshit right now. And I don't know. But Yetics, that is this episode again. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Prayers to his family. Again, nobody should be shot for their opinion. People who are celebrating his death, you look outrageous. And people who never post about anything but are outraged about this, you look equally as outrageous. So, and with that said, like, share, subscribe. Marliani wants to say bye, so see y'all next time.
Only one. Only one. Yeah.